Hey, this is Chico. I just want to talk about a few stocks quickly here. Micron, yeah, they blew out their earnings like last 2 days ago. And what's more incredible is their insane forecast. I mean, next quarter they're now forecasting, I think, over 18 billion versus the street was expecting almost 15 billion. And earnings per share is like over $8 now, and versus $4, and they're sold out for 2026. And in the future, they said they can't even meet the demand. So yeah, Micron crazy quarter, and but it's been like that for Micron. They've been doing well because of AI. AI has basically sucked up all the high bandwidth memory that it's been making. Also, DRAM prices are up, so that's really good for Micron. Painful for retailers and people who we just need memory for like their computers and phones and stuff like that. So yeah, Micron is up another 5% today. Yesterday it was up about 11-12%. Here's the 5-day chart. So I'm finally glad to see Micron finally going up. Because in the past they have gone up in 2025, but before that in 2024, I remember it was like at 130 and they said they were sold out for 2025, but the stock wasn't going up anymore. It just stalled out. And then the Trump had his like uh, politics, and I think Micron was a victim of that, and there was concern about export controls and stuff like that, and Micron, they went all the way down to sub 100 if I recall correctly. So yeah, it's interesting that Micron is getting rewarded with the share price after their super gigantic monster size earnings release, while as like other companies like Nvidia and Broadcom delivered like also an incredible quarter. But yeah, I guess the market cap of Nvidia, people didn't want to keep pushing it up. And Broadcom, I mean, it's a 1.5 trillion today. It is up there, but I mean they keep delivering every quarter, and their forecast is just incredible. Yeah, there's a slight mention about margin, like, but volumetric there. That it's accelerating for their AI accelerators and all related to AI chips that people need to build data centers. Just not just AI accelerators, but networking. So, anyways, yeah, it's interesting that some people do everything they can and impress their girl, and they don't get rewarded while others do. And so that brings us to our portfolio. Where's our portfolio? Our portfolio here is at 157 today. And we started at March 12th for those who are joining of this year with 100K, no margin used. We've been trading basically tech stocks, most of the tech stocks. Carvana is not a tech stock, and it's one of them in our portfolio. Same with Robinhood. Well, I guess what Robinhood is a tech stock is a fintech stock. And so we've been doing really well, except for the last two trades. Last two trades, we got beaten down. And one was Oracle. We actually shifted, we sold some stuff, moved some funds into Oracle, and Oracle faltered because they didn't provide definitive figures in their last quarter earnings to address the concern about their build out and to fulfill their future orders. And the future orders might not, people are doubtful about it because 300 billion of that is like OpenAI. Although last quarter they said, hey, we added Nvidia, we added Meta, and other people now. It's not just OpenAI, and our backlog is all the way at over, I think it's 520 some billion. So yeah, there was some definitely positive things about what Oracle said in the last quarter, but at the same time, it's yeah, they know they have to reassure people with numbers and stuff like that, and they did not. So yeah, we unloaded on that and siphoned shifted most of our funds from that sale to both Robinhood and Broadcom. And Broadcom, our average buying price is 371, and that's because we had Broadcom before, jumping in at 400 and change. Also to add more at 400 and change, but it's gone down, and so yeah, our portfolio is down to 156. Other than that, Carvana has been pulling us up, going the other direction with its record super crazy run after last quarter. It fell because I guess people were also all of a sudden concerned about their margins, but because I think it was slightly down, and that caused concern. But Carvana surged all of a sudden, and it's at a record high. Sometimes you just never know, right? Robinhood is down. I think it's been kind of like anchored by Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how that turns out. Maybe these couple weeks during the holidays, there's going to be some buying enthusiasm, and we'll send Robinhood higher. Tesla, of course, is at a really good high, around 475 right now, and it's because they don't require the front driver in their Austin market for their robo-taxi rollout trials. And so yeah, that's where we're at. And I think in if things mount well for Broadcom and Robinhood, I would like to sell some of these stocks, like maybe a little bit of here and there, to build up our cash reserve and buy on future dips, because this market is creating these like opportunities. And so I'm going to shift gears here and do a little bit more trading versus riding a trend. All right, well, that's it for this video. We'll catch you next time.